Let's talk about the week you've had so far. It kind of hasn't been what you really wanted for the CFR, and then the dang Astros go and don't get the World Series. What about that week so far?
They really got my week started off on the wrong foot. The Astros kind of let me down, but I mean, I've been here 4 times. This is my 5th appearance, and I've had 3 great CFRs and 1 really good CFR. So I think about the law of averages, I was probably had to kind of take a dip down, you know. But the first 2 rounds were totally on me. I didn't draw very good, but also didn't do very good riding and roping, and maybe just a little overdoing things, probably trying a little too hard, if that makes sense. The 3rd round, I finally got some money won and kind of run one down a little ways and made a good run. And then last night, just weird things have been happening. I hung my spur in the latigo of my back girt and couldn't get off, and then misflanked my calf. But, I mean, I haven't had a very good 4 nights, but it could be worse, you know. I'm 3rd or 4th in the average, and going to go out these next 2 and see what happens.
Sage, this is the first major finals that you've come into not in the number 1 spot. Talk about being in that position so far this week and what it's been like.
Yeah, it's definitely been different. I mean, that's kind of whenever I set out this year to get my Canadian count, I knew that it was a pretty good possibility that I wasn't going to come in number 1 just because I wasn't going to go to that many rodeos. The travel was pretty tough. So, I mean, I've only planned on going to 15 rodeos. That's what happened. Excuse me. But whenever I came up, I mean, that was just it was just always the goal, just to make the CFR and, you know, just have fun with it, really. I mean, there's not a better place to come hone your craft just on good bulls. It's a great setup for us, and you know, I've just been enjoying it, really. Just all the pressure's off, and just getting to go have fun.
Talk about how this is one of the top 5 paying rodeos in the entire world, but a lot of people kind of might not know that, being from the southern states.
Yeah, it is. It's I don't know. I mean, I was introduced to Canadian rodeo, I guess, whenever I was in college. I was in college with Leighton Green and Jake Stemo, and I remember we watched the Canadian finals, and they were talking about it, you know. And of course, being from Canada, yeah, I mean, this is what they look forward to ever since they were little kids, and that was kind of the first taste I had of Canadian rodeo, and you know, just always kind of looked forward to it. And we had talked about it, and I told him back in the day that I was going to make at least 1 run at it eventually, and this year was it.
Maybe we should go different and talk about singers on your side, Cor, but you're a rodeo fan too, and you were a big part of the finals there back in 16 when all the guys won the world as well.
Yeah, I remember part of that.
It was a little foggy that night,
I used to, do you remember Dale Rose, the bull rider from Canada?
I know the name, yeah.
He used to.
Didn't he ride with like a hydro-down vest and had a dart hanging out of his mouth?
He'd wear a tie
too?
and he'd have a cigar. And
a cigar,
He'd puff smoke in time with his licks. It's pretty good.
He's tops on your list?
Yeah, he's style points for sure.
Just tell the folks about your family history in the rodeo business. One of your records, $5 bill, it's a picture of you riding a steer on the front of it in Writing on Stone, wasn't it? Or was it
Writing on Stone, yeah. I retired pretty early when I was about 16 because I got into music. But both my grandpas were rodeo cowboys up here. And my grandpa Lund did that circuit back in the 40s when the guys would go to New York City and Boston and London, England.
London, England?
Yeah.
And it's banned over there now, isn't it?
Is it? I don't know.
I think like anything kind of thing like that, it's outlawed in London.
Along with the fox hunt too, right? I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did all that stuff, and both my grandpas rodeoed, and Mom and Dad did too. Mom was a barrel racer, and Dad was a steer wrestler up here. He had the arena record at the finals here, but went back when he was Edmonton for a long time. I think he had a 3-2.
3-2.
He held for quite a while.
Well, and your mom wasn't she the first barrel racing champion at Calgary? Is that right?
Yeah.
One of the first or the first?
As far as I know, the first. Yeah, 59. It was the first year they had it as a major event. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I still got cousins that rope, and my Dwayne's got bulls, so I'm still pretty embedded in it.